Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's Tuesday, so I wanted to talk to you guys about all this Bitcoin and Mt. Gox FUD that's going on around. But first, we'll take a look at the miners really quick, see how they did today, and then we'll get into Mt. Gox FUD. So let's take a look at the charts here really quick. So obviously, Hive is at 404. It is up a little bit on the day. It was up 15 cents, it looks like, for the day, which was 3.86%, which is good. Everything is obviously following Bitcoin right now, and we'll take a look at Bitcoin chart here shortly. HUD 8 mining is at 1268, so it was up 27 cents, up to 2.18%. Bitfarms is at 804, up 60 cents, up basically 8% on the day, which is a great day for them. Mara was at 52.12, it was up 255 or 5% roughly. Riot was up 36.13, so it was actually up 8%, $2.68. Argo was up to 175, up 3 cents, almost 1.75%. DigiHost ended out the day at 520. It was actually down 10 cents, down 1.89%. CleanSpark was at 1785 for the day and up 28 cents, 1.59% up. And then Mollison Infrastructure was at 1086, so it was up 2.5%, up 27 cents roughly. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart here really quick, and then we'll get into the story that I want to cover. So right now, Bitcoin, as you can see right here, here's our support line at 57,000 roughly. We are bouncing the last couple of days in and out, below support and above support. And right now we're barely above support. We're at 57,173. The concerning part of this is, as always noted, is the probability increases that it will go below something if it touches it a couple times or several times in a row. We've been playing with that line for the past 3 days here. Looks like now we've played 2 days in the past week here. So the concern is that it's going to fall even further down to our next support, which is at 53,000, roughly 52,766. If I look at it, right around there is our next support line. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. And a lot of people are saying that this is being driven by the Mt. Gox rehabilitation program that's going to be going out, where they have 141,000 Bitcoin. They're going to be entering the market. And, it's basically people are going to be selling it, or the companies that were owed the money. But I have another take on this, and we'll get into the story here. So just something to be mindful of as far as what's going on with Bitcoin here. Went too fast on that one. Let's see here. Okay, so here's a story. Bitcoin whales plan to buy BTC higher as fresh Mt. Gox payouts add to market fear. So let's turn this off really quick. So Bitcoin showed no sign of tackling 60,000 resistance on November 23rd as the specter of defunct exchange Mt. Gox returned to haunt price action. So here's the chart. Obviously, we've had a nice rally here, and then we've come back down, and they're saying because of Mt. Gox, but I have another view on this. So Mt. Gox makes waves with payouts yet to come. So data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed BTC USD again reversing progress, which had produced a local high above 59,500 Monday. The return toward 55,000 came as the latest events in the Mt. Gox rehabilitation process, originally published November 16th, began to hit the media. So that's basically, what is that, 7 days now? In an announcement, trustee I'm not going to even try pronouncing that, confirmed that the plans had now become final and binding, with the implication that the 141,000 BTC under custody would soon be distributed. The rehabilitation trustee will then make repayments to rehabilitation creditors holding allowed rehabilitation claims in accordance with the rehabilitation plan. It states, an announcement will be made to rehabilitation creditors on the details of the specific timing, procedures, and amount of such repayments. While the details of Mt. Gox conclusion have long been known, already shaky markets appeared to double down on their stance Tuesday, with sentiment taking a further beating. According to the Crypto and Fear Index and Greed Index, what was a neutral sentiment just a day ago is now firmly back in the fear territory, the gauge measuring at 33 over 100 at the time of writing. And here's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index right here. So here's where I kind of think this is all FUD right now. And I think it's the Bitcoin price being driven by something else, and we'll get into why I think that. But I mean, if you just do like a quick Google search in the news or anything like that, just search for Mt. Gox rehabilitation. I mean, you got one story, another story, stories after stories on this, which I don't think really have any impact on the price of Bitcoin, and we'll get into it as far as why. I'm sure it's going to have an impact, but I don't think it's going to be as big of an impact as people are saying it's going to have. Here's Google Trends. So we got Mt. Gox search term, and then we got Mt. Gox Bitcoin. And you can see we've had a huge increase, 100% rise in the number of volume basically in the last couple of days. So this was from the 14th, 15th, and then 16th obviously was a peak when it came out. And then it's been trending down a little bit lower here. But obviously Mt. Gox Bitcoin has been gaining steam a little bit, and people are obviously searching it and concerned about it. So now let's do some math on this. So 141,000 Bitcoin. Let me see if I can zoom this in for you guys so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so 141,000 Bitcoins is what's going to be distributed out to the creditors. At the current price of Bitcoin at 57,569, when I did this from, this data is also from CoinMarketCap data. This is the Bitcoin market cap historical chart, basically, at the end of each day what the market cap was at of Bitcoin. Okay, so now back to these numbers here. So 141,000 Bitcoin at 57,000 and a half roughly translate to only $8.1 billion. The reason I think that this is all a bunch of FUD and nothing else is because if you look at the historical data, so here's all the historical data on it. So we were at 1 trillion, 1.086 trillion, 1.062 trillion, 1.1 trillion, 1.127 trillion. And if you look at the differences between the days, how much it has gone up or gone down, we've had days where we've gone down $46 billion without a problem. We had an $18 billion here. We had another 64 billion here, another 64 down, another 35 billion down. So to me, that little 8 billion is a drop in a bucket of what's going on here with Bitcoin as far as the daily movements of it and the price fluctuations on it. Sure, it's going to be obviously a hurtful event if it drops down 8 billion, but it's still, I mean, if you look at today was $46 billion. That's only, what, 1/5 of that, of basically, this would represent basically 1/5 of this, basically, or 1/6 of this. So, I mean, it's going to be short-term, I think, pain, but it's going to be for a day or two. It's not going to be a massive thing where, we've dropped substantially from the highs that we had back in right around here where we hit, where was it, 67,000. We were at basically 1.2 trillion, and we've dropped now down to basically almost $200 billion less than what we were. So I just wanted to put this out there for you guys, see what you guys thought of it. Obviously, I don't think that this is as big of a story as it's being turned out to be. I think there's something else that's going on that's driving the market down. I think it's just large whales are hoping to get in lower price. I think institutions are trying to get in at a lower price. I think also that hedge funds are trying to get in at a lower price, right? If you can manipulate the market a little bit to bring it down some, scare some people out, also drive the longs out that are leveraged on it, why not do that and get a lower price on it in the long run? This is a great thing that can propel it, and they can just push it off and say, hey, it's Mt. Gox, and this is the reason why it's going down. But I think there's other things that are going behind the scenes that we're not really being told about or are privy to. So let me know what you guys think of this. This was just something that came to me while I was reading the story. I'm like, let's take a look at see what is the daily volume? What is the daily market cap of Bitcoin? How much does it change between one day and the next day? And then see what this all calculates to. And it's, like I said, it calculates to basically a fraction point of where everything is on a daily basis. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. Just wanted to give it out to you guys. That's all I got for you guys for today. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then,